How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to Veteran Patriots Nation. My name is Tim, and today we have a fairly short and quick video for you guys. I wanted to talk about my Strike Industries dual folding brace, what it is, the components, how it works, and actually talk about how I broke it and if Strike Industries honored the warranty. So let's roll that intro and get into it. All right, guys, so the Strike Industries dual folding pistol brace. It is a pistol brace that attaches to your weapon via Picatinny, and just like the name suggests, it can fold to the left or right. I have a couple notes here. So the pistol brace is going to consist of four main parts. You're going to have the main part that attaches to the weapon. Then you're going to have the body. Then you're going to have the pistol brace aspect, which is this back part, which you can switch out for a stock adapter. And then you have the cheek riser. The cheek riser is actually sold separately. The individual smaller parts aren't too expensive, but once you add everything up, this thing actually gets pretty expensive. So the cheek riser is $32. When I bought this, they didn't have the pistol brace kit, like this whole kit, in stock. They only had the buttstock one in stock. So I bought the buttstock version, switched out the pad back here for the pistol brace version so I can legally have it on my SA9. The actual dual folding brace itself or stock is going to be $198, and then the brace adapter, this piece back here, is another $32. So this thing cost me a total of $262. So it's not cheap, but it doesn't feel cheap. It's been holding up to everything I've been throwing at it except the one thing that caused it to break, and we'll get into that here in a second. So going over it, again, you have the two buttons here. You push the left button and it folds to the right. You push the right button, it folds to the left. You push both buttons and it's going to come out. And then if you look in here, the weapon is clear. So I know I just flagged my shoulder, but we'll get over it. So if you look back here, there's going to be two buffers. That's going to be to eliminate the wobble of when the brace or the stock, whichever version you have, is closed. To put it back in, you just push at an angle up top. It snaps in, good to go. So the two rubber buffers, again, eliminates the wobble. All right, so another thing about this is whenever it's folded, it actually folds down at a 3-degree angle, which is nice, so it doesn't mess with your ejection. The Strike Industries dual folding pistol brace, it doesn't have cross compatibility with every single gun that has the Picatinny on the back. And I say that because it doesn't really go too well on this gun. So with it folded, we were just talking about the 3-degree angle. Well, it still gets in the way of the ejection of the SA9. There's other pistol braces on the market I do want to try with this gun. This is just the first one that I purchased, and I haven't purchased another one for further review on this gun. Okay, so the pistol brace version is going to have QD slots on the side. This one actually has it directly in the back. For you to mount a sling, or if you are ballsy enough, you can attach a sling to this little slot here. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know how sturdy this part is, but I mean, if you break it, it's only $32, or just hit up Strike Industries to use the warranty, which we'll get into here in a second. The base hinge is steel. This part that attaches to the gun is steel. The rest of it, the body is going to be 6061 T6 aluminum, and the cheek riser and the back pad here is plastic. And this looks like a fairly thin blade, but it's not painful to shoulder at all. All right, so go over some of the specs real quick. The overall length, and I'm only gonna go over the specs of how I currently have it built out. Okay, so overall length is 9.24 inches with the stabilizer brace, or the stabilizer brace length is 1.02 inches. Width of the entire thing is 2.09 inches, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be at your base right here, is what they measured that. Height is 5.69 inches, and that's going to be with the cheek riser all the way up, which I do not currently have. I only have it at the, I guess, medium setting. You have like a low, medium, and high. And the weight is 9.06 ounces. So it really doesn't add a whole lot of weight to the gun. Okay, so let's talk about the compatibility. We talked about that a few minutes ago. Like I said, this brace doesn't have perfect compatibility with everything. So the reason why it's not compatible with mine is because this is admittedly a Turkish gun, okay? It's a 9mm PCC direct blowback, takes MP5 mags. I already did a review on this, so we're not going to talk about the gun too much, but it does have AR-15 light controls, so you're going to have this right here. So the Picatinny itself doesn't seem like it's perfectly in spec. So through recoil, this whole thing will shift up ever so slightly. Like I'm just talking about like a millimeter or two, but that's enough to interfere with the charging handle, okay? Which sucks. And if you see here, right up top, it's actually scratched up, dinged up pretty good. And that, I don't know if it's focusing or not, but that is from the charging handle scraping on it whenever it does slide up. So before we carry on with that story, the compatibility for this pistol brace that's listed on the Strike Industries website is going to be, so the stock adapter is going to be for the B&T APC 945, APC 223 and 300 Blackout, and GHM. The Brownells BRN 180 lower, CZ Brand 2, CZ Scorpion Evo with Strike Industries adapter end plate. I guess it's going to take a different end plate here. The Galil Ace, the Ruger PC Charger, and the SIG MCX MPX. Coffee break. It's like 4:30 in the morning, guys. I'm actually flying out to Texas after work, so I'm trying to hurry up and film the main body of this video for y'all. Okay, so how it broke. You have right here 2 screws that hold the brace onto the Picatinny, and then on the other side you're going to see like a clamp that the screws go into, and that's what really locks it on. It also has, you can see the blue Loctite on here. So it does have blue Loctite. It is a very sturdy, tight fit. Unfortunately, it's not tight enough on this SA9 here. So like I said, through recoil, it'll shift up. So I had to continuously take the screw, undo the screws, push this down, do the screws back up, and after that happened to me, you know, so many dozens of times, I stopped using my torque bit. So this is where I totally screwed up, okay? So admittedly, the pistol brace broke because of me. It didn't break because the design or the product itself is flawed. Not the case whatsoever. This was 100% on me. So I stopped using my torque bit because I have my Fix-It kits here. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but yeah, Fix-It kits, they're awesome. If you have one, actually use it because I stopped using mine. The screw, I actually over torqued it. So one of the screws had actually snapped off and I couldn't tighten this down all the way. So I actually hit up Strike Industries, told them that the screw had snapped. It was completely on me. In order to fix it, I would only need a new screw and a new clamp on this side. Uh, I can't remember who I talked to at Strike Industries, but they were super cool about it. They said, "Yep, not a problem. Just here's my email address. Shoot me a picture, and we'll get it taken care of." So I did just that. I sent them a couple pictures, and I was straight up. I was honest with them. Hey, look, it was on me. Like I totally broke this thing, and they didn't care. They still honored the warranty. They sent me a new screw, actually two new screws and a new clamp back here. And not only did they send all the replacement parts, but they actually gave me some free swag with it too. So that was really cool of them. They shipped it out immediately. I had it, I had this gun back up and running just how you see it within, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks. And that was from the first phone call to me installing the part. The Strike Industries dual folding pistol brace is awesome. I can fully endorse it. It's an amazing product. Just make sure that you adhere to the torque specs and you're using the proper tools when installing this. And if you do have the same issue that I have with a charging handle on the back, just make sure that the Picatinny where it attaches to is low enough. That's again one of the issues I had. Yeah, no hate towards this, even though it broke because it was completely on me. No hate on it because it doesn't really work 100% with my gun. That's just a compatibility issue, you know? No problem with the gun, no problem with the brace, just together they don't work. But hey guys, I hope this wasn't too long of a video. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing if you haven't, and yeah, until next time guys, thanks for watching.